Good evening. How in the world are you? I have a special message I want to bring to you tonight. It is 4 minutes until 11 o'clock here on the East Coast. I just my my 11-year-old daughter, she's so funny. I just was out filling up my water. Gave her a hug. And I said, "You smell good, honey. What is?" And I was smelling her hair. Larry Schneider, how you doing? Good to see you, bro. Missed you tonight on the call in the Grow Live Academy. So I smelled her hair. I was like, "You smell good, honey." And she goes, "Ooh, stop it, Biden." I'm like, "What the heck? Where did that come from?" Oh my gosh. TikTok, I suppose. Anyway, so my special message for you is hey Scott Ricard, how you doing? I thought that was funny. Out of a 11-year-old, she said, "Ooh, stop it, Biden." I'm like, oh my gosh. Anyway, so I see so many people that I really look up to, that I really, man, I like. You ever meet somebody with, like, you can just feel their power, their like wow, this is a really powerful person. This is somebody that's got like just an amazing story. That they have something special, and they're not getting it out. Like I don't know if I'm making any sense. Um, like my buddy Eric Cornelius here, one of the most talented musicians. This dude can sing the phone book, and I can't wait. I can't wait for the day when he really owns it and knows deep in his heart, like, man, I have a gift, I have a talent, and I need to give it everything I got. So I was having a conversation with somebody. I hope my video's okay. My internet's acting wonky. Wes, it's probably you too, man. The person that I was just talking to, drop a 1 in the comments if you're watching. And if you want me to mention, if you're okay with me mentioning your name. So, oh gosh, dude, it's not about that, bro. You know, okay. So I was talking with this young lady who's part of the Grow Live Academy, Taiba. I mean, look at how beautiful she is, and she's a powerhouse. I can tell. I just feel it. And I sent her this thing. I said, "I have something I want you to read." I'm trying to get her to come out of her shell and tell her story and talk to people. And I sent her this, and I want to read this to you guys. Patricia M. Watson knows what I'm talking about. Sandy Archer knows what I'm talking about. I want to read this to you. It's a poem written, and a lot of you have heard it, but I'm going to read it anyway. And it's a poem written by Marianne Williamson called Our Deepest Fear. It's from a book that she wrote. And the book that she wrote is, I forget the name of the book. Um, huh. Anyway, I'll have to look, but book or the poem goes like this. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that frightens us most. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You're a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. By playing small, we're not serving the world. By staying hidden, we're not serving the world. We're not doing anything good by hiding our light. There's an old song we used to sing when I was a kid going to Sunday school. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. We've got to let our voice be heard. It's one of the primary reasons that I started the Grow Live Academy, and it's become one of the primary reasons that I continue to do the weekly mastermind calls for members of the Grow Live Academy. It's to help people get their light out, to get their message out, to turn the camera on, to fire up the microphone, to get on camera and share your truth, share your story, share your wisdom. Let your light shine. That's right, Doug Wing. Doug knows. Patricia, I'm so happy you made the decision too. Patricia is part of the Grow Live Academy, and she's also a coaching client of mine. And she's made some unbelievable strides, unbelievable changes in her life. And she's starting to see it. It's starting to really reflect in her life. Anna says, we never made a difference by being like the rest. You know, my favorite part of this poem is the last paragraph, and that is, as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we're liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. I've had so many people say, Preston Weeks, I love you too, brother. Thank you, man. I've had so many people say, man, I've been watching your videos. And you know what? I've gotten the courage now to start doing live streams and start a show, start a podcast, start doing more to give back to the world. See, and Grant Cardone says this. He says that by us not putting ourselves out there, we're being selfish. I truly believe that. That doesn't mean that you're not going to have haters. That doesn't mean that you're not going to have people show up on your live streams and that are going to hate on you. People are going to hate on you because they hate themselves. They're going to talk smack because somebody talked smack to them. That's just the way it is. That's life. None of us get out of this life unscathed. I mean, it's going to happen. And you know what? You just ignore it and you keep pushing forward. Best decision I have made by going live. Our currents are connected like a string of holiday lights. It's true. And you know, my good friend, my dear brother, Mark Rodriguez, if you're watching or you see this, I love you, dude. Mark sent a message to our private Facebook group and said he couldn't attend our mastermind call tonight, which we just finished up a little bit ago, because his mother passed away. So, brother, my heart goes out to you. He just lost his father in August or September, and my heart goes out to you, bro. I love you, dude, and you're in my thoughts and in my prayers. But he says, you know, a lot of people commented on his post inside our group, and Mark commented thanking me for what for building the Grow Live Academy, and he says this is not a training platform. This is a family, and it really is. It's become a family. It's an amazing group of absolutely amazing people. To give is to live a life bigger than yourself. Man, that's so true. What's the one saying? The two most important dates in your life are the day that you're born and the day that you figure out why. Think about that. Even when a negative happens, I still look for a positive in each situation. Amen. Ernest Odell, thank you. Thank you. Carrie Lynn Carter. My wife and I got to meet Carrie. She is such a sweetheart. Drove all the way down from Canton, somewhere up there, right? I know Canton. Yeah, it's Canton. And we got to meet for the very first time, which felt really weird to say, but we got to meet for the first time. Carrie is an amazing, amazing woman. If you're not following her, please do so. She's amazing. So stop hiding your light. Stop hiding from who you are. Stop. You know, in 5 days, I will have, if I make it, in 5 more days, I will have 19 years of sobriety. And I stopped drinking, haven't had a drop of alcohol or a mind or mood altering drug in 19 years by the grace of God and a lot of hard work. And I can remember when I first got sober, I was so insecure. I so beat myself up nonstop over all the mistakes I had made in the past, over all the dumb things I had said in the past, over all the relationships I had burned in the past, over all the pain I had caused others and myself. I constantly beat myself up. And I can remember sitting in recovery meetings thinking, man, if people knew who I really am, they wouldn't want me here. That's the way I thought. If people really knew all of the crap I had done wrong in my past, they would throw me out on my head until I started hearing some of their stories. And then I was like, what? I never did that. Like, look, we all, every one of us, there's a scripture that says, for all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. And the word sin, the original word, Aramaic word, the definition of it was missed the mark. That's it. You missed the mark. Bill McDermott. Wow, dude. March of 1983. That is freaking awesome, dude. Wow. I can remember when I first got sober hearing about dates like that. Like, I was like, my gosh, I was just getting started in 1983 at 13. That's freaking or 15. I guess I was 15 then. That's awesome, dude. Congratulations. This is about to get real. Gotta go. Yeah. Hey, I get it, dude. There's no judgment from me. No judgment from me, man. At all. But you have a new life. Absolutely. And I wouldn't give it up for anything. And and listen, like I can also remember seeing people with 20 years sober or 30 years sober or 40 years sober. I hung out with a dude that had 45 years sober, and I can remember thinking they were like gods to me. Like, these guys have been sober longer than God. And so like that's crazy. And I remember thinking, because when I first got sober, A, I couldn't finance a bologna sandwich. B, I couldn't even get a cell phone. I couldn't even get a cell phone. C, I couldn't open a checking account. I mean, my life was a wreck. And I remember these guys like, whipping out credit cards. I was like, wow, you have a credit card. That's crazy. What? Who has credit cards? And I remember, and that seems so like ridiculous, but I can remember it was only a couple of weeks into my sobriety journey that I was like, somebody said, hey, why don't you go get a cell phone? I'm like, because I can't. And they're like, have you tried? And I'm like, no. And they're like, well, then how do you know you can't? And I'm like, because I know I can't. And he's like, well, let's go try. I'll take you. Let's go. I'm like, no, I can't get a cell phone. They're not going to give me a cell phone. I don't want to be embarrassed. And he's like, come on, dude, let's go. I go, and guess what? I got a cell phone. I remember walking out of the cell phone store feeling like a millionaire. I'm like, I got a cell phone. I was like Steve Martin in The Jerk. Like, I'm in the phone book. I'm somebody. But like, you've got to like let go of the story you're telling yourself and confront those things that you're afraid of. Ronnie Mathis, August 14th. Wow, dude, that's freaking awesome. I feel your pain, but I'm telling my story. We create our own mental prisons is the truth. And Darlene, hold on a minute. Darlene said, hold on. February of 2016. Congratulations, Darlene. That's flippin' amazing. That's amazing. We create our own mental prisons is the truth. And again, going back to the poem by Marianne Williamson, We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You're a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. Man, those are some powerful words. That is a poem called Our Deepest Fear. I strongly suggest he's who smells people. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? So look, Taiba, if you're still here, and anyone else watching, like Grant Cardone says, Grant says this: by you not putting yourself out there, by you not putting yourself out there, you're being selfish. You're stealing from the world. You have a story. Doug says, I remember when you and Jeffrey Gittimer, kept talking to me about writing a book. It was a little overwhelming at the time. And now we're well into writing this book. And this book is going to change the freaking world. It's going to change the world. Great Grow Live Academy group sesh tonight. And now more nuggets. You're on a roll. Hey, you know what? You got to show up. You just got to keep showing up. No matter what, you got to keep showing up. Your spiritual DNA is perfect, every single one of us. Sandy McNichol, good evening to you. Hans Freller, oh my gosh, in New Zealand. Hans is the only person on planet Earth to buy my first book when it came out. And he went to the airport in Auckland, was it Auckland, New Zealand, and took a picture holding my book with the airport sign. I have it's somewhere on my phone with the airport sign behind him. It was a surreal moment for me. I was like, holy moly, Hans, you just made my book go international, dude. Thank you. It was unbelievable. That's a good dude right there. Sandy Lewis, I love you. I hope you're doing great. So no matter who you are, if you're watching this live, you're watching the replay, you have a message. You got to share your message. You got to get it out. You got to help people. And I'm telling you, the more that you help people in this life, the more fulfilling your life will be, and the more blessed your life will be. It seems so counterintuitive. It really does. Like I get, $1,000 in, and then I get another $1,000 in, and that's mine. It's all mine. I got it. It's mine. But it's not yours, because you will not take a penny of it with you to your grave. Not a single penny will go with you. It is our duty to help other people. It's our duty to bless others. Another thing that Grant says that I love this. He says, people come up to me and say, God bless you, Grant. He says, and I look at him and say, God has blessed me, and now I'm proving it. You've been blessed. If you woke up this morning, you have an opportunity to make a positive impact in this world. And if you're watching this, I'm going to assume that you woke up this morning. Tubla1 over on YouTube says, my prayer every day is, God, help me to be the best nurse, dog mom, wife, Christian I can be today, and help me to see everyone through your eyes, not mine. That's beautiful. Through your eyes and not mine. And you know, when we say prayers like that, like the prayer of Saint Francis of Assisi, make me an instrument of thy peace. And I don't know, I don't remember. I used to have it memorized. I don't remember it anymore. But it is absolutely spectacular. Oh, daughter. She meant not dog, mom. I'm sorry. I didn't read I couldn't catch it. I apologize. So, best nurse, daughter, mom, wife, Christian I can be today. And help me see everyone through your eyes, not mine. Eric, it's great to see you, man. Thank you. Man, I just think that so many people are playing small and there's no need to play small. Don't play small. Man, there's so much. You know, I hear people like Grant and other people say, you know, their biggest regrets in life, and I can so relate to this. Their biggest regrets are they didn't think bigger sooner. They didn't think bigger sooner. They spent way too long, too many years thinking and playing small. And we don't have, I mean, we don't have to live like that. We don't have to live like that. Let me tell you another little quick story. Drop a 1 if you want to hear another little quick story. I'll tell it anyway. I was brought up in a just a it you know, with some pain. I'll just leave it at that. As a kid, a lot of it. And I used that as a crutch for many years. And a couple of amazing things have happened recently. When I was in 12th grade, a couple of months before graduation, they called me in and they said, "Hey, in 10th grade, you failed biology." I said, "Yeah, I know. I hated that class." And like, you need that class credit to be able to graduate. I'm like, well, that is really stupid. Why am I ever going to die? I'm never dissecting frogs again. I've taken trigonometry, analytic geometry, algebra 1, algebra 2, aced all of that. I'm ready to go to college or figure it out. You know, like why do I don't need biology. I hate biology. Well, I couldn't convince them to see it my way. And so they said, you have to come back another year. And I'm like, I'm not coming back another year. I'll take it in summer school. We don't offer it in summer school. I'm like, well, I'm not coming back another year. So after some negotiating, I determined I wasn't going to graduate in the class of 86. And so I left. I said, I'm out then. I'm not doing this. This is insane. I'm not doing it. And I left. And for a long time, I mean a long time, I felt incredibly insecure about that. Even though I had employed, I don't know, a lot, hundreds, I don't know how many, a lot of college graduates. Many of them couldn't pour urine out of a boot if the instructions were on the heel. I still felt really insecure about not having graduated because I was programmed to believe that that was the secret, the key to success, to happiness. Well, I'm 53 now. I still haven't graduated. I still haven't I never got a GED. I always felt like that was an admission of failure. I don't know why. Um, but recently, and I'm friends with a lot of people I went to high school with from the class of 86. Really good friends with a couple of them. And I was recently invited to this private Facebook group, and it's about the class of 86 from the school I went to. And I was invited to the 35th class reunion, and I'm like, but I didn't graduate. I have written 7 books, but I didn't graduate. There was a teacher, an English teacher, that told me I would never amount to anything. And I've written 7 books, and I'm fairly certain that teacher's not written one. So the stories that you're telling yourself might be a bunch of BS that somebody else filled your head with, that there's no foundation to it. There's no, like it, the strength of the story is determined by you. You get to determine the strength of the story. And for a long time, I gave that story so much strength. There are books up on that shelf back there. I've co-authored. I wrote a chapter in Jeffrey Gitomer. He's a 4 times or whatever, however many times New York Times best-selling author. He wrote the Little Red Book of Selling, #1 best-selling sales book on planet Earth. And he asked me to write a chapter in his book. I became a best-selling author, #1 best-selling author with Walls of Wisdom. I'm a teacher today, not in schools, but I teach and I guide other people. And on Monday, this past Monday, I had quite an honor. I was asked by Judge Ken Starr, who is the guy that he served on Ronald Reagan's administration. He served on George H.W. Bush's administration. He was the special prosecutor, I guess it's called, in charge that headed up the Whitewater investigation and eventually impeached Bill Clinton. And I've had him on my show. I've had him on Amazon Live. He's become a friend of mine. And I got to meet him and his wife on Monday. And he asked me to facilitate and host a private book signing event that I did with a friend of mine who's Senator Kevin Bacon here in Ohio, and his amazing girlfriend and some other just unbelievable people were at this gathering to have a private book signing event with Judge Ken Starr and his wife. And you know, I look at that and I think I literally stood in this, I don't even know how, $3 million home. I don't know how much. It's a beautiful, unbelievable home. And I was like looking around thinking, this is amazing. How in the world did I get here? And I can tell you that the way that I got there was look, I had fear. I had imposter syndrome. I still have it from time to time, but I do it anyway. I do it anyway. Fearless is, and Oh, come on, Dave. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. Dave, come on, Dave. I hope Dave's on here from oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank, but he wrote a book called Fearless is BS. And there's no such thing as fearless. Like nobody on this planet is fearless. We all have fears. And anybody that tells you there's nothing in the world I'm afraid of. Well, first, then they've never been married. So, but like everybody has fears. The key is to do it anyway. Do it anyway. Take the steps, the little tiny steps you have to take. For some, Taiba, for example, she joined the Grow Live Academy and she's slowly going. I know she's going to come out of her shell. For some, it's doing something like that, joining the Grow Live Academy, being a part of a group that's there to encourage and uplift and help us grow. For some, it's the hiring a coach. For some, I don't know what it is for everyone, but you've got to take steps. Dave Daly, thank you, Carrie. Yes, Dave Daly. Gee, many Christmas. Sorry, Dave. Love you, bro. My mind was blank on your last name. Yes, Ken has been on my show. Ken has actually already been on my show, and I've done Amazon Live with him. He's an amazing human. Amazing. Just absolutely spectacular man. And his wife is she's amazing. Carrie met them. Carrie, what do you think of Ken and his wife, Alice? They're amazing people. And I met them through another friend who I can't believe is one of my dearest friends in the world, him and his wife. And that's Mark Victor Hansen and his wife are dear friends of mine. And I go, I called Mark and Crystal on the way to the Ken Starr book signing event to say thank you. This is amazing. I can't believe I'm going to hang out with Judge Ken Starr. Thank you for the introduction. Mark Victor Hansen is the #1 best-selling author ever on planet Earth, besides God. The only book hasn't outsold is the Bible. Chicken Soup for the Soul has outsold everything else. He sold over 500 million copies of it. Him and Jack Canfield. And to be able to pick up the phone and call him anytime I want, and 90% of the time or more, he answers my calls because I don't abuse it. And I don't call with my hand out either. Fear of flying. If God wanted me to, he would have given me wings instead of horns. Right. Exactly. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of flying either. Some people love it. Me personally, I'd rather stay on the ground. What a fabulous group of it was. It was truly amazing. And to be able to be blessed with the opportunity to do that, it all comes because I'm willing to confront what I'm afraid of and do what I'm afraid of. If I'm afraid of it, if it's going to benefit me or the world, if I'm afraid of it, there's a good chance that I'm probably going to end up doing it in some capacity to work my way there, whatever it is I have to do. Sometimes that's just it. You just have to put one foot in front of the other, take the next step. Don't worry about seeing the entire journey. And I also think too many people do that. I've done it where it's like, I want to get to this goal. I want this to happen. I want this to occur. And I can't see the path to get there. So I don't do anything. I stay paralyzed in the fear because I don't know how to get there. And that's the wrong thing to do. You've got to start taking action towards the things that you want to accomplish. I don't want to turn this into a sales pitch, but go to growlive.academy, www.growlive.academy, and start there. Join the Grow Live Academy. Join us. We meet every Thursday night at 8 o'clock Eastern, and there are life changing things that occur in these mastermind meetings. Life changing. There are lots of people in here that are part of the Grow Live Academy. And Carrie Lynn Carter, why are you not in there? That doesn't make sense. It's only $9.97 and you're in forever. Go join for real. It's only $9.97 and you get to be around Glenn Morshower, my best friend in the world. Been an actor for 46 years. You get to listen to his wisdom and forget that he's an actor. The guy is on a different level when it comes to, he's a sage. I mean, the guy is on a different level. But Mark Victor Hansen has been in there and taught. Kyle Wilson, Jim Rohn's business partner of 18 years, has been in the Grow Live Academy and taught. Ron White, two-time U.S. memory champion, he's been in there and taught. Robbie Cornelius came in and taught in the Grow Live Academy and told people how to go about publishing a book every single day, a book every day. And I know it sounds impossible. He proved that it's not impossible, and people were blown away, absolutely blown away. He gave well over $1 million worth of advice, and that's all included in the Grow Live Academy. growlive.academy. Go sign up. It says it's for a year. If you sign up tonight, I'll give you lifetime access, because that's the deal I was running. Tublaw says, Ken, you are real and talk from the heart. There is a light that shines from you that everyone sees. Love your sense of humor and your smile. You have a master's degree in life. Thank you so much for saying that. Tublaw, what's your real name? I hate calling you Tublaw, because I know you were blessed with a name at birth and it wasn't Tublaw. That's it. Take action. Oh my God. This woman right here, Sherry Matthews, she's on LinkedIn. Sherry, I hope you're still here because I want to edify you. Sherry Matthews is by far, no offense to any other woman I've ever talked to, okay? But this woman has like a ridiculous amount of US patents. This woman is the smartest woman I've ever spoken to. No offense to any other ladies that I've spoken to, but Sherry is amazing. She thinks on a different level. If you're not connected to Sherry B. Matthews, do everything you can to be connected to her and watch what she's doing. She's amazing, and she's changing the world. She's literally changing the world, and she's amazing. Make sure you're following her. Sherry, I love you. I think the world of you. You're amazing. Anyway, listen. Stop hiding your light. Stop hiding your message. Stop hiding your message from the world. Maybe you've been through something really extremely painful, like Sherry has. Maybe you've been through something painful. You can take that pain and form a whole different story around it and do things with that pain to help impact the world in a positive way. It takes reframing the stuff that you've been through. But once you reframe it, you can literally change the world. Susan from Louisiana. Tublaw1 was my dog's name. Well, Susan from Louisiana, I love having you on here, so thank you for being here. Yes, she did. She beat cancer. And not only did she beat it, she she invented something to help every cancer patient, or a lot of cancer patients. That's amazing. It's a special shirt. It's amazing. Search YouTube for her name and mine, and you'll see the interview I did with her. It was amazing. Sherry's amazing. So listen, you guys that have been watching, thank you. I love you all. I appreciate you being here, and I encourage each and every one of you. Thank you, Ernest. I encourage each and every one of you, take your pain. My book, my first book is Walls of Wisdom, Turning Pain into Profit. Turning pain into profit. Take your pain and turn it into something beautiful that you can deliver to the world to help the world. Don't take your pain out on other people. Take your pain, reframe it, turn it into something beautiful that you can help the rest of the world. Because listen, you're not alone. People are going through the stuff that you've been through. Guarantee you other people are going through it or have been through it, and they don't know how to deal with it. And you can help them deal with it. Have a blessed night. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for all the prayers for my mother-in-law and my brother-in-law. My wife's mother and my wife's brother are both kicking cancer's ass right now. And my mother-in-law is she just underwent a really big surgery, and she's in the hospital. My wife spent the day with her today. So thank you for your prayers, your continued prayers and love, for that woman stepped off of God's right hand into this world. She's amazing. What a trooper. She's amazing. So thank you all. I love you all. I appreciate you. God bless you, and have a fabulous night, and stop hiding your light from the world. The world needs you.